The Billion-Dollar Handshake. Three of Hollywood's biggest action stars, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, and Bruce Willis, sat in a Los Angeles restaurant discussing an idea that seemed brilliantly obvious. A themed restaurant chain celebrating Hollywood cinema, backed by their combined star power and business acumen. The concept came from entrepreneur Robert Earl, who'd successfully built restaurant brands and saw opportunity in celebrity-branded dining. His pitch was compelling: movie memorabilia, Hollywood glamour, accessible prices, locations in high-traffic tourist areas worldwide. Most crucially, three of cinema's most bankable stars as founding partners and promotional faces. Arnold saw immediate potential. He'd already built real estate fortune and understood business leverage. Stallone and Willis brought equivalent star power. Together, they represented over $1 billion in combined box office earnings. Their names alone could drive customers. The partnership seemed perfect alignment of celebrity, business opportunity, and cultural timing. The early 1990s were Hollywood's golden age. Blockbusters dominated global cinema. Action stars were genuine cultural icons. Celebrity worship was approaching peak intensity. Planet Hollywood would monetize that worship. Fans couldn't meet Arnold, Stallone, or Willis, but they could eat in restaurants those stars owned, surrounded by props from their films, experiencing simulated proximity to Hollywood glamour. The three action stars committed significant capital, and more importantly, their time and image. They'd appear at grand openings, do promotional tours, lend their faces to marketing campaigns. Planet Hollywood would be their business legacy beyond acting careers. Within months, the first location opened in New York City to massive crowds and media coverage. The concept seemed destined for spectacular success. Arnold and his partners were building an empire that would outlast their film careers, proving they were business tycoons, not just actors. They had no idea they were constructing one of the most expensive business failures in restaurant history. The explosive growth 1992 to 1996. Planet Hollywood expanded at breathtaking pace. Locations opened in Los Angeles, London, Paris, Tokyo, Sydney, every major tourist destination worldwide. Each grand opening was media spectacle featuring the celebrity owners, crowds of fans, paparazzi documentation. The formula seemed bulletproof: prime real estate in high-traffic areas, movie memorabilia creating museum-like atmosphere, standard American casual dining menu, burgers, sandwiches, appetizers, prices slightly elevated, but justified by experience and celebrity association. Arnold, Stallone, and Willis were hands-on partners initially. They attended openings, posed for photos, signed autographs, generated publicity worth millions in advertising value. Their presence transformed restaurant openings into cultural events. The brand expanded beyond restaurants. Planet Hollywood merchandise, licensing deals, even talk of Planet Hollywood hotels and casinos. The company went public in 1996, raising hundreds of millions in capital. The stock price soared. On paper, Arnold and his partners had created business empire worth over $3 billion. Investors were euphoric. The celebrity restaurant concept appeared to be printing money. Franchisees competed for territorial rights. Real estate developers offered premium locations. The growth seemed limitless. But beneath the surface, structural problems were accumulating, problems that celebrity star power was temporarily masking, but not solving. The hidden cracks, the fundamental flaw: Planet Hollywood wasn't actually a good restaurant. It was a tourist attraction that happened to serve food. The food quality was mediocre standard chain restaurant fare, nothing distinguishing it from Applebee's or TGI Fridays, except higher prices. The movie memorabilia was impressive initially, but became repetitive after first visit. The atmosphere was loud, crowded, designed for rapid table turnover rather than pleasant dining experience. Most devastatingly, tourists visited once. Locals rarely returned. The business model required constant influx of new customers who'd never experienced Planet Hollywood before. As soon as a location's tourist novelty wore off, revenues collapsed. The expansion strategy compounded this problem. Planet Hollywood opened locations simultaneously in too many markets, cannibalizing its own novelty. Tourists who visited Planet Hollywood in New York weren't likely to visit again in Los Angeles, London, or Paris. The brand was eating itself. The economics were also troubling. The celebrity owners took significant fees and stock compensation. Prime real estate in tourist areas commanded premium rents. Movie memorabilia acquisition costs were substantial. The restaurants had high fixed costs but undifferentiated product that couldn't command sustainable premium pricing. Arnold and his partners were too focused on expansion and publicity to notice these operational realities. They were movie stars playing businessmen, trusting professional management to handle details while they provided celebrity marketing. The competition Planet Hollywood's success spawned immediate imitators and competitors. Hard Rock Cafe, already established, doubled down on its music-themed restaurant concept. Fashion Cafe launched with supermodels as celebrity partners. All-Star Cafe featured sports memorabilia and athlete partnerships. The market became saturated with celebrity-themed restaurants, all competing for the same tourist dollars and offering similar mediocre food in loud, memorabilia-filled environments. Worse, the novelty of celebrity dining was wearing off culturally. By mid-1990s, celebrity worship was giving way to celebrity skepticism. Gen X irony was replacing boomer enthusiasm. The idea of paying premium prices to eat in restaurant owned by movie stars started seeming less exciting and more transparently commercial. Planet Hollywood's differentiation, the celebrity owners, was simultaneously its marketing strength and its strategic weakness. The restaurant couldn't survive on food quality or service excellence because those weren't actually the value proposition. When the celebrity appeal faded, nothing substantial remained. The financial unraveling 1998 to 1999. Planet Hollywood's stock price began collapsing. Locations started reporting losses. Some franchisees defaulted on payments. The company that had been worth $3 billion on paper was suddenly bleeding money. The problems became public and cascading. News coverage shifted from celebrating opening nights to analyzing business failures. Locations closed, leaving valuable memorabilia in legal limbo. Investors who'd bought stock at peak prices sued, claiming management misrepresented the company's financial health. Arnold, Stallone, and Willis faced uncomfortable questions. Had they known about operational problems? Were they complicit in overstating the business's viability? Had they prioritized personal enrichment over investor interests? The truth was more mundane. They'd been absentee celebrity partners, lending their names and occasional appearances, while professional managers ran operations. They believed their star power could override normal business fundamentals. They'd been wrong. In 1999, Planet Hollywood filed for bankruptcy protection. The company that had seemed like brilliant fusion of entertainment and business was revealed as fundamentally flawed concept that celebrity marketing had temporarily disguised. The personal costs. For Arnold specifically, Planet Hollywood's failure was professional embarrassment and financial hit. He'd positioned himself as sophisticated businessman, someone who'd built real estate fortune through strategic intelligence. Planet Hollywood suggested he could be fooled by flashy concept with poor fundamentals. His financial losses were significant, but not catastrophic. Arnold had wealth from multiple sources and hadn't over-leveraged himself on Planet Hollywood specifically. But the reputational damage was real. He'd publicly championed the business, attended dozens of openings, encouraged friends and associates to invest. Now those people had lost money on venture Arnold had promoted. The bankruptcy also occurred as Arnold was preparing California gubernatorial run. Political opponents could point to Planet Hollywood as evidence of poor business judgment, suggesting he wasn't qualified to manage state's massive budget. Arnold's response was characteristic. He publicly acknowledged the failure, took responsibility as partner, but emphasized he'd relied on professional management for operational decisions. He framed it as learning experience rather than personal fault. But privately, friends reported Arnold was deeply frustrated. He'd violated his own principles, investing in business outside his expertise, prioritizing celebrity appeal over operational excellence, trusting others to manage details while he provided marketing star power. The restructuring plan at Hollywood didn't disappear entirely. The company emerged from bankruptcy with restructured debt, new management, significantly reduced footprint. Some locations survived, particularly those in premium tourist destinations like Las Vegas and Disney properties. But the empire vision was dead. Instead of hundreds of locations worldwide dominating celebrity dining, Planet Hollywood became modest chains struggling for relevance against evolving casual dining landscape. Arnold, Stallone, and Willis remained involved nominally, but stepped back from active promotion. Their association became liability rather than asset, reminder of the brand's failed ambitions, rather than ongoing celebrity endorsement. The surviving locations shifted strategy, less emphasis on celebrity ownership, more focus on food quality and service, smaller footprints with lower operating costs. Planet Hollywood slowly transformed from celebrity destination to ordinary themed restaurant that happened to have movie memorabilia. The lessons. Planet Hollywood's failure taught expensive lesson about celebrity business ventures. Star power can launch brands, but can't sustain businesses with poor fundamentals. Arnold had succeeded in real estate because he'd studied the business, understood value creation, focused on operational excellence. He'd failed with Planet Hollywood because he'd assumed his celebrity could substitute for deep business understanding. The other lesson. Celebrities' value depreciates. Arnold's star power in 1991 was massive. By 1999, his action career was slowing. His celebrity brand was less marketable. The restaurant chain had bet on celebrity appeal remaining constant, but celebrity is inherently volatile asset. Arnold applied these lessons moving forward. His subsequent business ventures, fitness products, investment funds, real estate developments returned to his core expertise rather than chasing trendy celebrity opportunities. The legacy. Today, Planet Hollywood exists as a handful of locations in tourist destinations, owned by Caesars Entertainment. It's no longer celebrity-backed venture, but corporate-owned themed restaurant brand. Arnold occasionally mentions it in interviews as example of business failure, usually with humor and self-deprecation. He frames it as learning experience that taught him to stay within his expertise and not mistake celebrity appeal for business acumen. But the failure also became cautionary tale about 1990s celebrity excess. Planet Hollywood represented peak celebrity worship when people would pay premium prices just to eat where movie stars ate, surrounded by memorabilia from films they'd already seen. That cultural moment passed. Generation that grew up with celebrity skepticism and social media access to stars didn't see value in simulated proximity through themed restaurants. Planet Hollywood was built for cultural moment that was already ending. Arnold and his partners had tried to monetize fame at exact moment. Fame was becoming less monetizable. They'd built empire on sand and discovered, expensively, that no amount of star power could overcome fundamental business weakness. The billion-dollar handshake that launched Planet Hollywood ultimately cost more than it generated. Arnold Schwarzenegger, master of real estate and Hollywood success, had learned that restaurants required entirely different expertise that celebrity couldn't substitute for. The empire collapsed. The lessons remained.